Hi guys!
Hello!
I'm Sign. This is Random and this is Up. And today we're going to be sharing our beam brake sensor for the TA Enterprise. With this, we're aiming to solve UN Sustainable Goal number 13, climate action. Alright, so now Random is going to be explaining all the components in the circuit.
Hello, so this is the Raspberry Pi and it acts like a mini computer for all the logic and all the code. It stores these data to be transferred to the breadboard, which connects the components together so that the thing actually works.
And now Af is going to be explaining the beam brake sensor itself.
So here is the beam brake sensor. This is the component sender. Is the component that sends out the infrared signals. And this is the receiver which receives it right here. So when I block it, this immediately turns off because it's not receiving any infrared sensors. It's not receiving any infrared. And if I remove it, it will turn on.
Alright, so now we're going to show our code. Go over there. Alright, so now this is our code. So the first thing we do is import the GPIO libraries as GPIO. And we're also importing the both of these are repositories which are essential for the code to run. Now, we're going to set the GPIO as gpio.bcm and set warnings as false. Then, we're going to connect the beam brake sensor to the Raspberry Pi through GPIO pin 24. So that's why we put pin to monitor as 24. So then, after that, we set this code gpio.setup pin to monitor gpio.in so that it receives signals from the beam brake sensor. Now we have an if loop. So while it's true, while it's true, it's going to receive voltage from the beam brake sensor. So if the voltage is high, so 3 volts, that means something is being detected by the beam brake sensor. So the beam is not broken. So it will print high. But if nothing is detected by the beam brake sensor, the Raspberry Pi will get 0 volts. So it will print low because nothing is being detected. And that means the beam is broken. And then we also put time sleep as 1 to ensure that there's a space between each time it detects signals from the beam brake sensor. Now, Atava is going to show us how the code works while I run it.
Okay.
Using this bike,
Okay, so now he's going into his repository and he's running the app. As you can see, it's giving outputs already.
So, when you see low on the screen, that means nothing is being detected by the sensor. And that means the sensor is broken.
Hope you learned something new.
What do you have to say to the viewers?
We hope that you learned something new today from our educational video. So Ishan, what would you want to say to the viewers?
Like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you learned something from this educational experience.